Like all things when it comes to careers, you can't be what you don't see. And if the task of communicating technology and research careers to young women and girls of tomorrow, well, that means doing it where their attention lives, using mediums that they want to consume. And now is the best time to do it. Why? Because right now, the entire human race is watching researchers working on a vaccine that will impact our immediate future. In other words, research has never been so sexy. So how do we do this? Well, first, we need to understand that disseminating research to young women and girls cannot be done the same way we share research findings within the scientific and medical community. Having research published in a high impact journal is great, but a young person, even one who has a keen interest in medical research, should not be expected to review publications to find the takeaways. Traditional broadcast media would break down these publications into layman's stories, but they only choose newsworthy stories, and more importantly, broadcast media is not where young people's attention is. So, how do we get their attention? How do we translate the information into relatable takeaways? And what mediums do we use to present it? First, let's tackle how we get their attention. We need to find areas of interest within research that spark curiosity for young people. That could be methods of research that are seen as cool. For example, at SHIO, when we do tours of our wet labs, we often have people participate in extracting DNA from a strawberry. Each person is given the tools they need and hands-on instructions. That experience is so powerful that we don't only have youth asking for us, it's among one of the favorites of our C-suite tours as well. Other labs use zebrafish to conduct cancer research. Yes, zebrafish, the $2 fish that you get in the pet store. Kids who experience and understand the possibilities research holds for them from an everyday life, it creates a connection that will inspire curiosity. And curiosity, by the way, is one of our core values at SHIO Research for that good reason. So how do we translate this information into relatable takeaways? Not every research methodology uses cool visuals. So how do we connect? We do it by focusing on the hope that research brings and the outcomes that will follow. We need to make it personal. Knowing that your friend on the playground has type 1 diabetes and the insulin pump that they use wasn't even invented when grandma and grandpa were born. It could be sharing that researchers are working on ways to make cancer treatments not so hard on the body so that your teacher will be able to come back to the class soon. We need to speak to youth to personalize discoveries in a way to create a strong sense of empathy towards the research. So that leaves us with how to present the research. It's our responsibility as a scientific and medical communications professionals to create strategies for digital dissemination focused on finding what these mean to people. My team at SHIO Research created a series called Discovery Minutes, which simply asks, what was the question you were asking and what did you learn? Other organizations are creating animation and explainer videos and even podcasts. We need to remember that it's up to us to clearly lay out the connection that research can bring to young people's lives. It's not the audience's responsibility to seek out the information and break it down and apply it to their lives.
Thank you so much, Stayci. That was so interesting. I really wish that that was how they taught science when I went to school. And I can see the value of documenting those and sharing it with young people. That's the sort of thing that should be on TikTok, and on YouTube, Instagram.